I'd like us to go to Mbengwi, Guneku village. Guneku village is one of the villages that make up Mbengwi Central Subdivision in Momo Division of the Northwest region of Cameroon. We are taking you there because, for 3 days, sons and daughters of that community gathered at the Guneku Palace to celebrate what they say is the 3rd edition of the Michi Ebeng Cultural Festival, organized in the Guneku village in Mbengwi Central Subdivision. And of course, the event came to an end over the weekend, that Saturday, with several dance groups that participated in the dancing competition. Some came even as far as Limbe, and the event brought hundreds of sons and daughters of Meta together to celebrate their culture and values, as well as revitalize their cultural values. Fonja Hanson, was in Guneku, and this is a report that he sent for you. Enjoy.
Come to Guneku village in Mbengwi Central Subdivision, where we are witnessing an interesting event known as Michi Ebeng. Michi Ebeng is a cultural festival organized by His Royal Highness Fonja Waters of Guneku. This event is actually aimed at bringing together sons and daughters from different parts of Cameroon, that is sons and daughters of Meta from different parts of Cameroon, and they have actually converged here in their numbers to witness this event. As a matter of fact, a number of activities have taken place today, but the highlight of the event is the dancing competition, which is the Mukongo dancing competition that has seen 7 groups, that is 7 Mukongo groups from different parts of Meta participating. But we have a group that left right from my four Limbe. That is a dance group, Mukongo dance group from Meta that is residing in my four Limbe that came and participated. And this group actually won the 2nd prize in this competition here in Guneku Fon's Palace. And something interesting in this Michi Ebeng in Guneku is that you are not allowed to, drink in a glass or in a plastic cup or whatever, except you are drinking in our normal traditional cups. And the event is aimed at promoting our culture, our way of life. And so you are not supposed to drink anything here other than palm wine and in a traditional cup. And then we also saw that there were a lot of artifacts displayed here, some of those ancient artifacts, and the Fons of Meta that were actually present here in their numbers used the opportunity to inspect some of the artifacts that were displayed. And the first position of this dancing competition was actually won by the Mukongo dance group of Barakwe. That is the first position, and they left with a sum of 200,000 francs. And the 2nd position went to Limbe, and they left with a sum of 150,000 francs. And the 3rd position went to Mbengwi. They left with a sum of 100,000 francs. All the participants, all the dance group that participated here actually left with something, at least a sum of 50,000 francs, just by participating in the event. And we spoke to one of the elites of Meta in the name of Baristandango Kevin, and we also spoke to the representative of the Fond of Guneku and the captain of the Limbe dance group that actually left from far away to participate. And this is what they have been telling us.
As an elite of Meta, any place I see a gathering of Meta people, I know that I have a role to play as an elite. This is the 3rd event, the 3rd session, how do I call it, that is being organized in this palace, and I've been here twice. It is very important to revamp our culture and to revisit what used to happen in the days of old. Most of the children that are being born now, most of them are not abreast of what used to happen with regards to culture and tradition. I'm somebody who believes so much in the culture and tradition of the people, because I believe that it is the only way that an African communicates with his own God, and that we cannot communicate to the Almighty God through a foreign God. And I believe that if you promote it, we are going to go far. And when I see an occasion where the culture is being promoted, where the culture is being expressed the way it is expressed, I'm very happy, because I know that the children that come home are going back with something.
The message from the Royal Majesty, Dr. Fomuki Waters, teacher, which he sent me to give to the people of Meta land, has to do with the message of unity and the message of the need for us to uphold our culture, thereby diving into cultural revival, which is primordial on his agenda. And the next message he made us to understand is that we will not only want to keep it as a Guneku affair, because though it is holding in the Guneku Fon Palace, it is a cultural festival for the Meta people. And that's why he has made in a way that we have given out 1 month to all traditional rulers within Mbengwi, within Meta land. Anybody who opts to host the next year, he can indicate, and then we'll be able to talk with him, and then we shift it from Guneku Palace to the next village. So we now want that it should be rotatory. So it goes down to other persons. They should also feel the warmth of the cultural revival we have. Of course, we have made it to be, the next one is coming up on the 28th of March, 2026. And so if within 1 month, palaces don't show up, then we can be sure that we will maintain Guneku Fon Palace. But for now, it's open for any other fund to come in within Meta land to show interest, and then we transfer it over to their palace.
Thank you very much, sir. I am called Tangwan Glory Ache from my 4 Mukongo dance group, Limbe. We are so very happy to come to the Chief Fomki's palace at the Meta Guneku to compete at the Michi Ebeng competition. Really want to thank everybody. We are really satisfied of being happy to see all our brothers and sisters here in the village. What I would wish to tell other people that are far from us or in other regions, that they should try to form cultural groups like this, so that we are already assured here in the village that they will be forming all this Michi Ebeng in other villages in Meta. So, if they form those various groups in the subsequent years to come, or in the years ahead to come, when they organize it again, all of us will join here. It will really be interesting. It's really interesting for the present one we have seen here today.